Well, my name is Almer, and I live in Abu Dhabi, and really been acting the last 4 or 5 years. Uh, it's not my full-time job, but it's my passion. I love acting and getting to play different roles, whether it's a teacher, a lawyer, or just a shopper, or in this case, a mysterious guy. My experience was a great labor of love, and it just got better and better and better. Obviously, the film location was a little bit far out in the desert, really, mostly night scenes, and it was hot most of the time. But as I got to know the crew and the cast, and of course, guided by Tariq Kazim, it was really so much fun being part of it because as time passed, we got to experience so much fun and challenges and some animals as well, goats and what have you. Getting to be part of that was really fascinating and something that I'm glad now that I'm part of. I think my role, playing the mysterious figure, still thinking about it every now and then. I believe that there is something good in him, and of course something that's a little bit of a mean streak. And I think it was a lot of fun going between those two, the good and the bad, and of course how he plays a very important role in the movie, also influencing the other characters, and that was really nice to play someone that's both the light and the dark, and the good and the bad, and getting to know him actually better and better. I think towards the end, even having a lot of empathy with him.
I try to myself, but then again, the immortal shadows must live in misery for the rest of eternity. A tragedy worse than death.
Mourning and troubled, and like all of us humans, sometimes we're not always happy or we're not always good. Sometimes we do something and we think about it afterwards. This was not maybe the right thing to do, but it was really like I got to know him almost as a friend, and sometimes I would even feel that I would be the mysterious guy, even when I was not on the film set. So that was a little bit freaky and cool in a way. But having now distanced myself from the character, I see him almost as a friend that I know or I used to know, and that's really cool. The most difficult part was not really the sometimes tough conditions, the heat, the night scenes, lack of sleep. Sometimes it wasn't really that. It was trying to get into the character that the director really wanted us to be and to act out in front of the camera. And I think slowly, I feel that I got a sense of what Tariq wanted me to be with the mysterious guy. And I think almost becoming the mysterious guy on the film set, in the location, was really the most challenging because you almost have to think like the mysterious guys. You have to talk like the mysterious guy. You always have to have the mindset of the mysterious guy in the movie, and I think that was really challenging to represent that the way Tarek wanted me to be the mysterious guy. That was probably the one. There were a couple of scenes with each and every actor, really, Chuka, Rick, and Khaldoon, that really stand out in my opinion, and I think meeting Rick for the first time on the location was a little bit of an eye opener because I didn't know Rick from before, and he just showed up there, essentially playing Garrett on and off the camera. So that was a little bit of a cool thing to see. That I was like, took me by surprise. and of course Chuka and I, we played a lot together. But all of them stood out. I think Khaldoon also, towards the end, we had a couple of scenes in a barn that I remember very very vividly, because it was very very hot in that barn, and it was a really cool and important scene for the movie, I think, as well. I think that my character will really show that he's really not just a one-sided character. It's different layers to this character, and I think once you watch that movie, you will feel with the character what happened to him in his life and what happened to him also during the movie, that you will have a sympathy for him, and I think that's the most important thing, because he really exhibits a lot of things that we usually humans do. The good and the bad, and again, so they will be able to really feel with him as a character, and of course the movie itself, the 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 challenging conditions, really, in the desert, with not many amenities. I think the night scenes stand out. A lot of filming after midnight. I think also the heat. But if I put that aside, of course, it's the great camaraderie between us on the set, the crew, the cast, and the laughter that we joined, and that we really had a great time. And I think in the end, we felt that this was a great connection that we all had together. Well, my character is a mysterious guy, right? So you sense that there is a mystery there that's revealed in the movie a little bit, and I think that was really the thing that stood out with my character, that it was these layers that were revealed in the movie and to the audiences, and I think essentially his love that he had and has to a certain degree, but also the darker feelings that were inside and that he was trying to battle with. Those are some of the things that stand out, in my opinion. The mysterious guy is really a lot of things. He's mysterious, but he has a history. If you watch the movie, he has a history, and he has a family, and I think that you get to sense you get a sense of who he is when he talks to the other characters, and what he wanted to be. And we all have dreams of becoming someone, of sometimes maybe even creating a legacy, and I think with him you realize that he had also dreams that were perhaps changed because of circumstances. So you feel with him there, because all of us have stops or things in our life that hinder us from getting ahead sometimes.
I was once called a son, a husband, a captain, and then I became something else, more true to myself.
I think that they will learn that inside of him there is goodness, and I think like all of us, there is goodness around this world, and I think that's one of the main things. And of course, that he, even though he's a mysterious guy, he still has some very human traits, and as all humans, we are not perfect. I think when he says, "I know people and I've been busy," because I would assume that he knows people, because he's not a child, and also I've been busy. Well, he's been busy with a lot, but he's obviously being the mysterious guy, he can't reveal too much.
All right. Another thing is, say a funny line your character could say.
Hey, how you doing?